Welcome to my No Man's Sky Permadeath series, and here we're up on the space station. And before we get into today's gameplay, I want to start with a little bit of an apology with the fact that I missed an episode of this series, the one that I normally do on the weekend where I look at the community mission. And what can I say, this weekend has been a little bit of a disaster, partly because I lost track of the days, and also I decided to have a little bit of a tidy up and restructure. Oops, thank you, ship. I decided to tidy up my recording room because it got into a little bit of a mess, and I pulled things apart, reorganized everything because I wanted my second screen in a better position. And what happened was I didn't connect everything up properly, so then I spent a very frustrating few hours trying to get the microphone working again and recording properly, and by then I just about had enough of recording. So in the end I realized I wasn't really in the right frame of mind to make a video, so I effectively took the day off, is probably the polite way of saying it. Wow, ships everywhere here. Anyway, in this part what I just want to do is just do a little bit of relaxing and chilling out, but I will give you a bit of an update of what I did do as some test recording. If I fly over to my freighter, looks like one of my missions has come back. And one thing I did do is I had two damaged ships and I repaired them. And if we get into the capital vessel, and up we go, and you can see what I've actually done is well, it looks like both of them are back. I've actually put in a second command center, and the reason I did that is that quite a few have left comments about buying dihydrogen jelly, and look at this, I actually found a system where they will sell me dihydrogen jelly. In fact, I got quite a big pile of it, and I bought everything I could so that I've got the resources. In fact, I'm probably going to have to pull out some of this temporarily back to the exosuit, make some space for these missions. We can just get in here and we'll see what we got. Debrief commander. I mean, you can see I sent what I did was I split the ships into two groups, sent them both out so I could then see the two damaged ships, which made it a little bit easier for me to get onto them and repair them. Okay, I'm just going to go through. We got some Corvax casings, some cash, got some indium, profit, chromic metal. Wow, I didn't get that much out of it. We can go to the freighter. Put that in there. Oh, thank you. Put it in the starship then as well. Probably don't need the carbon crystals, though we could probably try putting them in the. Let's see what if we put them in the, what we call it over here, my finer. That in the, I can put that in the high capacity. Just knock this out. And we'll just do this here. What do you get? Output occupied. So all it does is produce condensed carbon. I've got a pile of condensed carbon, so there's not much point in doing that. Get back to freighter, and of course what we'll do is put in pile of those just so that they get consumed. So what have we got here? And you can go to the exosuit and probably keep the chromic metal and actually the indium. I put that into the exosuit. I don't know why I actually came back to here. I mean, I could we can make the indium that just breaks back to chromic metal. Yeah, well, there's an idea. And how much space have I got in the freighter again? Okay. And it's going to come in here. We'll cache this mission in as well. And debrief commander. Got some sac venom, a bit more cash. Undertook orbital probe of planet. Scan acquisition and continuing to survey. Oh, so I didn't get anything for that. The keen effigies and Gek relics. Again, nothing particularly special. Oh, we found a rare item. Magnetic materials. So that might be from the mission where they scanned it was 55% successful. And oh, we got 2 rare items. Oh well, we can make some cash out of that. And we've got the sac venom, the keen effigies, and the in there as well. We've got some tritium, so I should be able to dispatch my frigates on another mission. We'll try and be a bit more ambitious this time. Let's see what we got here. We got industrial mission, 3,000 there. I think maybe we'll go on an industrial mission this time. I've got a couple of industrial ships, so if we send those, and looks like I really need another support ship actually. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 combat ships. If I send there, you can see my ships are now starting to gain a little bit of level. In fact, we'll send the, I think we'll send the explorer ship and probably one of the better ships there. We've got 750 tons, so we'll send that out. And what other one we got here? Combat patrol. Got a nice lot, fairly long. We've got a tier 3 combat patrol here. Yeah, let's go for it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll keep the trade ship. The trade ship will probably get damaged. And we'll just send them off on their own. I've got the 2 ships out on missions, and I suppose what I'm going to have to do now is, well, they can go back to the freighter because I don't want to carry that around with me. And we've got some stuff in the starship. That can go to the storage container. That can go to the freighter. That can go to the freighter. That can go to the high capacity. What happened to the dihydrogen? Oh, the dihydrogen is actually in here. So that can go to the freighter as well. That's what I will probably do. Is, oh, where's all the tritium gone? Oh, I've got some extra tritium. Yeah, that can go to the freighter as well. In fact, I probably don't need that much. That can go to the freighter. And what we can do is, here, that's okay. And that gives me 10 frigate fuel. So I've got piles of frigate fuel now. Courtesy of the trading station. And as I said, as many of you have pointed out, once you get access to being able to buy hydrogen jelly, frigate fuel just becomes very easy. What we're going to have to do now is shoot back to the space station to sell off some goods. And of course this is becoming classic No Man's Sky, because my original plan for this video is to get down and explore the planet down here. So we're actually in a 2-planet system, and I've already checked out one, and that is just one of the barren planets with nothing on it, low atmosphere. And I just flew over it just simply to unlock it. It's just to, well, just to check it out, to be honest. So we're just going to get up here. And sell off what we've got here. And oops, certainly sell the sac venom, rusted metal. We want to keep the salt, ionized cobalt. Yeah, I mean carbon crystals aren't worth that much. Actually, just curiosity. Carbon. Yeah. I've also mined some emerald. I found a planet that had emerald on it. I will certainly sell the ornamental hangbush bulbs. 500,000. Sell the Gek relic, the keen effigy. Carbon. I mean, that's 500 condensed carbon. So the carbon crystals are probably worth a little bit more. That's it. I want to keep the enriched carbon for my advanced manufacturing. Keep meaning to send that back to my base, and I keep forgetting. And we'll sell the Corvax casings. We got 6 of those for 135,000. Gold nuggets. Where's the? I thought I had another rare item in here. Oh, there it is there. So we got a magnetic material for 602,000. We'll sell that as well. And I think that is about it. We're back up to about 88 million. Actually, just have a quick look here. I just want to check to see what you've got in the way of missions. Unearth an ancient artifact. Well, let's go for that. Give me a bit of a focus for this video. The other thing I've also done, if I come into here, you might have noticed if I come to the exosuit and come to cargo, you can see I've really expanded the number of slots in here, and we're now pushing towards the 48 slots for the inventory. I mean, we got this is full, so we've got indium here. That's for the appropriate dig site. Let's see where it's going to send us. Now, in theory, it should send us to the planet that I want to explore. There it is over there. Because the other planet is desolate and airless. Yeah, this is a desert planet. You can see the cactus flesh there. It's actually in a depression. While I'm here, I'm going to mine a little bit of dihydrogen. I'm just going to grab this here, and what I want to do is put that into a high capacity just to reserve this slot for dihydrogen. Let me grab here. Remnants of there, so this is a plaque. The ancient marker hums at a frequency that burrows deep into my being, filling me with the voices of the Corvax there. Seek the knowledge of the past. Luckily I had 25 more on it. There's a ship flying over the top as well. Historical date revealed. Hello, flesh. I get about. Oh, I must have done that. Anything else around here? Nothing much. It's a pretty bare planet. Actually, no nearby hot spots. Got another sea. Put that back to normal mode. So let's just get back into the ship. And of course we're going to drop a save. And howling gales, thank you game. Now the main thing I wanted to do in this video, in exploring this planet, is I want to get as much salvage tech as possible, because when I played a little bit off camera, when I was testing the setup, I cashed in my salvage tech in the Nexus, and I'm very close now to getting all the tech. So one thing I really want to do now is push forward, get as much buried tech as possible. Oops, there's a trading station here. I'm going to stop there, stop here. Yeah, I want to get as much buried tech as possible just to get all that tech bought in the Nexus, so I can forget about it and move on. And just drop off here a little bit of projectile ammunition and sodium. Probably don't need sodium, but never mind. And of course, one thing we are going to check out. Oh wow, what we got here? C class. always look good, and then when you open them up, you get the sense of disappointment. And one thing I do want is we come in here, purchase components. I wouldn't mind it. Oh, look at that! See, we got another 4. Now, I mean, this system is great. We've got salvage data. When I could buy that, but I don't really want to buy that. I was hoping for some drop pod coordinates, but obviously this one guy doesn't sell them. Never mind. Oops. I get that. Must have. I'm going to come in here. And we're going to have a quick look through and see what he's got about. Drop pod coordinate data. I think I'm going to buy about 3 of them. Because I would like to go out with the inventory extension using drop pods. I know some of you will say it's a bit odd, but things okay. We've got. There's nothing else there. You can see the dihydrogen jelly doesn't extend to the main workshop. Hello, I've spoken to one of you for a long time. Traveller, what are you there? Will aid you. Lifeform's mask flashes a repeated pattern that gestures towards their manifest and recruit me for some task. Flashes once more. I cannot read their reaction. I shall have a complete their task to learn more. I don't know what I've got. Destroy planetary depots. Thank you. Well, I suppose we can go and do that. Just blast them from the air with the ship. And there's sentinels searching for me already. Okay. Storm, we got hot storm. This technology. It's got the phosphorus for it. So. Why is Sentinel searching for me already? I haven't done anything. Just gonna wait this out. Okay, Sentinel's deactivated. Oh, where's the minor buildings? Must be around this side. Oops, I missed that. There they are. And we'll just get over here and that. And just, I know, strictly speaking, I don't need these, but never mind. So all you're giving me is navigation data. Thank you, game. I'm gonna grab the nanites, and I don't really need the nanites either, but never mind. Well, technically I do need the nanites because I was looking at the ship upgrade, and I was wondering whether if I could get to 50,000 nanites to do the ship upgrade. I know it seems a bit impractical, but I would like to do it at least just once, just to see what happens. Got some living slime. Grab that. Life support 50%. I'm just going to jump into the ship. Drop a save. Let's have a quick look at my slime generator. Turn you into. Now, which of these two is the nearest? You're 1 minute away. You're 16 seconds away. We'll go here first. If I leave that one, I can find my way back to the base. Must admit, I don't like raid depot missions because quite often I attack the depot and then nothing happens. I think what we're going to do is land first and see if we can get any loot. I think I landed a little bit too close. I'm just gonna Some rusted metal. Advanced battery. Yeah, there's a little bit of loot around here. And the other thing I've also got is reload. Yeah, I only did that because I've got a mission to kill sentinels. As you see, it's just come up. So, and what we'll do now is just some radium. Right, we've completed the mission to destroy the planetary depots, and we're just going to slide away. Just return to life form. Oh, it's actually put the marker back to the life form, which is good. What else did we get from? Got some radium in the starship. Gold can go to the high capacity. Still got resources in here. We've got the drop pod coordinates as well, or drop pod tech. So we're just going to fly back to the life form. Why is that? I don't remember being on that planet, so why is that indicating that that was active? Interesting. I don't remember landing on this planet before. I'm just going to get in here and talk to our friend here. Jump out the seat. Traveller entity with success, your report success. Just to say thanks, they scanned me briefly, making a note of the records, but keeping complete, they present me with a reward. And what did I get? I've got some more nanites, that's good. And I'm just going to jump into the ship. And now we'll go and do the other mission, wherever it is. Just drop down here. And we're in Howling Gales, but that's okay. Right, the first thing we want is, that's the large artifact crate. That's the fragment. Gonna what's down here is going to be the ancient keys. There it is. There's one. So we need 3. Artifact fragment there. I think this one might be at the base of this. Right? Oh no, it's off on its own. Second one, ancient key, and buried tech over there as well. Unknown building, thank you. There's a, this is 44 meters that, or units that way. And we'll grab that. Ancient key. And where's the large crate now? There is large artifact crate. Well, you can dig the extra keys up to speed these missions up, but personally I don't really see much point. 2, 3. Just open this up. And we got a curious skeletal fragments. Got here. That's only worth 87,000. Oh, thank you, game. Artefact upload link. Yes, we'll maybe go to that in a minute. Right, we've got a knowledge stone up there. I want to. Oops, I can't. Don't mess about, game. I want to go and check that knowledge stone because I'm pretty sure it was already active. Oh no, maybe it's just me being delusional. What we want now is salvageable tech any around here that I can pick up. And then I'm sure I saw some. This is an unknown building that way. That is probably the... Well, we'll go to there. Scan that. There's a whole load of knowledge stones over there. There's a plant there as well. Just okay with the storm at the moment. There's and the bottom there. Grab the knowledge stone. Creature there. We're certainly going to grab him. There's some buried tech over there. Wait, I've lost the building. This is the building. Scan you. Right, we'll head for the unknown building. We'll keep the return to mission agent. We've got another mission finished. Oh, must have got that one already. Oh, so it looks a bit like we've got another religious building here. Now grab that, grab that, grab that. This is probably another plaque here. The ancient marker hums with a frequency that burrows deep into my being, playing me with the voices of the Korvax echoes. The Sentinel forbids all destruction, and the Sentinels forbid entity disconnected with violence. There is a way of peace and fulfillment, logical and probability. Yep. We're just 6 knowledge there. We got missions everywhere. Let me just going to deploy the portable tech. And where is the signal booster? There we are. And I'm just going to... Yep, thank you, game. You might as well decipher the drop pod. How far away is that? There's 1,000 odd yards, so I think maybe we'll set off in that direction. In 1,100 units isn't that far. Yeah, wow. Let's drop that in there. Recharge the technology a bit as well. But let's go for the drop pod. There's some birds up there as well. We got that. Birds. That's pyrite. I don't think I need pyrite just at the moment. Let's just move through. Grab you. There. Because we can scan the oxygen plants. What on earth is that? I think we've got a dino chicken here. Gotta have a front look at this. Yeah. I completely got turned around from where I was. There's some buried technology in that direction. Well, I mean, it's taking me in the right direction. Maybe it's not taking me in the right direction. Oh, that one's a bit more mobile. He was running. Looks very much like we've come back to the base. What I'm going to do is... got ships circling here. I'm going to be a little bit cheeky. I've got loads of navigation data. So if I come up to here and whack that, I think we'll just keep going this way for the drop pod. We should be okay. Scan the oxygen plant. Hello, creature. Okay, we're on another region. Actually, this hello. No nearby hotspots. There's a B1 in that direction, 182 meters, and a gas one in that direction. Oh well. Though to be honest, I'm not particularly that fussed about settling down on this planet. I would rather prefer a paradise type planet with which I can walk around on without, preferably without masses of sentinels crawling over me. What on earth is that? I think there's a little bit of occlusion going on there. And I'm just going to that one was a take the B. Grab this. Grab that. Convergence cube. I've had one of those for a long time actually. Yep, thank you game. And we'll just grab this. Why is that telling me that? There we go. There's something definitely a bit strange going on here. What we've got to do is sort the missions out now. Log. We need to go to this mission, so we've got a artifact uplink. So we better summon the ship in before I die. The heat haze as the ship came in. Where is the uplink? How far away is it? Right, it's only a few seconds away. Bound to be a trading station. Right, here we are. We're coming in on the trading station in the dust storm. Or let's just get down here. And we'll just cache this in. Okay, upload data. Artifact scanned and uploaded. Database registration complete. Okay. And just want to check. Let's see. No dihydrogen jelly. And of course we're here. We're a quick chat with these guys. See if we can get request dialect help. Keep the language flowing forward. Callback symbol. We've learned the callback's word for destiny. Return to mission agent. Just dialect help. And we'll go for an aggression symbol. You've learned the callback's word for divergence. And might as well just work our way through. Trade symbol. Got the callback's word for transfer. Hopefully we'll get request dialect help. And we will go for a history symbol. Yep, thank you, game. They learned the callback's word for unexpected. Wow, what have we got here? This looks like a unique ship. I just don't like the ones with this great big kind of sail upright. Yeah, 20 slot, unique ship. Yeah, because the trouble is that sail sticks up through the freighter deck, and so we'll just make an offer. Let's check what this is. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but I just hate this large kind of wing stuck up the top. This is my first unique ship for a long time, or exotic ship, depending on what you want to call it. I mean, this is the ideal ship to upgrade. You can see the hyperdrive range, damage potential is higher, shield strength, because this ship's pretty well fully upgraded, so it would outrank this ship for damage potential. I mean, we could buy it for 12 million, but I just don't like that, because what happens is this sticks up into the upper story of the freighter, and then it causes problems. Because a couple of times when I had one like that in my previous series, what happens is that when you walk near it, you drop through, and then you suddenly end up down in the hangar deck. Oh, he's left anyway, so never mind. And I think I've just noticed the time is pushing on, so what we're going to do is, just to finish off this video, we're going to go back up into space. We've returned to the mission agent. So we'll just jump out. Let's have a quick look at what we got. Some curious skeleton up there. Hydrogen. Could put that actually in the high capacity. Got some low flesh. Really got actually curiosity. Let's just put that back into there. and just some carbon in there, and we'll just do that. Yeah, I keep meaning to get into cooking. Maybe I'll do it. I've been putting it off to get a base, but getting the base is taking a lot longer than I thought I was going to do. So maybe it's time for me to put the nutrient processor out and start exploring that as an option. Getting handed missions. Wow, we've got 4 missions here. It's all nanites and credits, which is good. 60,000 credits. Standing with the Gek is increased. Scan 5 plants. We got there. And another one. Ancient artifacts. Maybe we need to find a bone planet and go and dig some old bones. Quick look at the missions. Collect 50 cactus flesh. Well, 5 nitrogen salts. That could be a useful mission to do. I mean, we've got a desert planet right on our doorstep, and in fact I've got the cactus flesh anyway. I mean, I wouldn't mind those 5 nitrogen salts. Yeah, I think we're going to take that mission. But what I will do is I will do that off camera, because I mean, it's a pretty straightforward mission to do. And of course we're just going to sell off. We got to sell off and keep. No, we'll just sell off the lower flesh for the moment, and we'll sell the Corvex cube. Curious skeletal fragments, 88,000. Not particularly that profitable. And nothing else here. Prop pots, 267,000. Well, need to convert those hyperclide clusters. And what have I got in my ship? Nothing much. Okay, we've now got a new Gek thing. I think what we're going to do is just give you a bit of an update on my milestones. You can see they're all moving forward now. Even the extreme survival is moving forward faster. We're one off of killing, one sentinel off of getting to level 8. We've even got to level 5 with the creatures, so we should get that finished eventually. I've now maxed out with my standing with the Gek. We've still got quite a few missions to do there. We've only got 69 words of the Gek language, so we've got a little bit more work to do with the Gek. Definitely a lot more work to do with the Vakeen. I've kind of neglected the Vakeen. I think the Corvax is probably the one that I've moved forward the most with. We've got completed our standing with the Corvax. We've got 117 words learnt of their language. We've got, well, we're progressing with missions. Systems visited is now 9 out of 10. Merchants Guild, we've completed 2 steps of the Merchants Guild. We still need to keep going to get our standing up. We've got a few more missions to do with that. And we've completed Pirates killed, Sentinels killed. Certainly going to need to start maybe killing a few more Sentinels. Our standing with the Mercenaries Guild is senior, and we've obviously done a lot more missions for the Mercenaries Guild. And probably the Explorers Guild is the one that we've travelled the most with, because we're an Elder. We've finished all the missions, we've scanned all the rare creatures, and we are just one level off from getting distance warp to a total of 58. So I've got a feeling that is the number of systems that I've visited so far in this Let's Play, because I think this is an ongoing title. We've got 2 more to get, and then we will max out with the Explorers Guild. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. Probably in the next part we will keep moving forward towards the center of the galaxy. Do that mission off camera, and as I say, in the next part we will find a new system to, well, visit, and keep moving towards the center of the galaxy. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.